today I want to tell you about my top 5 favorite art books. I love talking about resources and my opinion on things, so I'm excited about this. And in case you're wondering, I usually get my books from Amazon. I get them used and in good condition. I'm gonna have links below in case you're interested in getting any of them or learning more about them. So this is Daily Painting by Carol Marine. I've used this book a lot recently. You can see I have a lot of bookmarks. This has been really helpful with making my tutorials on oil painting. So the book is about how Carol Marine started with daily painting and how she started selling her work online. It tells you how to do that, but it also tells you a lot about her materials, her process. She talks about color mixing, value, all of the basics of oil painting. It's specifically for oil painting, but she does talk about a lot of things that can be applied to different types of paint. Next, this is Design Principles and Problems by Paul Zelanski and Mary Pat Fisher. This is a book that I had to get for school.
Boring.
It is a good investment, but it probably, even if you get it used, it's going to be a little bit pricey. You might be able to find an ebook version that might be cheaper or illegal.
I wouldn't know anything about illegal things.
This book can be a little bit dry sometimes because it's a textbook. It doesn't refer just to graphic design. It'll give you a very strong foundation to build your skills off of, and it'll also teach you a lot of terms that you can use to your advantage. Wow. That you can use to give yourself and others constructive criticism, using objective, established design principles instead of just your personal, subjective opinion. If you're serious about understanding what you're doing as an artist, this book is really good for you. Next! What do I always say? Style. Creating Characters with Personality by Bancroft. This is a book that I had to get when I took a character development class.
Story time. My friend and I were the only 2 people in that class over the summer. It was just really fun. We had a lot of one-on-one attention from the teacher, and it was just so much fun.
But anyway, I've also used this book as a reference, particularly in the tutorial that I made about how to create your own character turnaround sheet. He tells you just about everything you need to know about creating a character, and he goes into how to create appealing characters and pretty much everything ever. The author gives you assignments to create a cast of characters for an imaginary film. So you actually get to work on something as you're learning, and he does it with you. He also got professional character designers to create their version of the main character in the film that you're working on. They're just such a wide variety of interpretations, and it's really cool to see. If you're at all interested in character design, this is the book for you.
Next!
Okay, Writing with Pictures by Yuri Shulbitz. This book is a comprehensive guide on how to write and illustrate children's books. I seriously mean comprehensive. It's amazing. She goes into so much detail and she guides you through the process from the very basics. I'm interested in illustrating children's books, and I learned a lot from this. She starts off by explaining the difference between picture books and storybooks and gives you a lot of important details so you can determine what type of book you're creating. She's going off of personal experience, so even the most complex topics that she goes over, she makes it really easy and simple to understand. It even talks about how to prepare your book for printing and the process of getting a publisher and how things are done and stuff. So it's really cool to get a behind the scenes look at what it actually means to publish a children's book.
This book is so good.
If you are interested in children's books, this is probably the only book you will need.
I think it's amazing. Last one!
Keys to Drawing by Bert Dodson. I was looking for a book that could help me describe what it's like to learn to draw from life. This book is amazing. He's so good at putting things into simple terms, and I use this book a lot when I'm writing tutorials and art tips on how to think about things when you're drawing them from life. If you want even more tutorials and things like the things that I have done, you should definitely get this book. It comes with 48 mini lessons and 8 self-evaluating checklists. Wow, I'm talking really weird. As you go through the book and try out different exercises, you can use the checklist to gauge your progress and see if you're ready to move on to the next next chapter. He talks about drawing from life, but he also talks about drawing texture, conveying value, perspective. It's a really comprehensive guide to drawing in general. I was really surprised by this book, and I would recommend it to artists of any level. There's probably something in here that you hadn't thought of or you hadn't realized, so I really recommend this book to anyone interested in drawing.
Yeah.
So that's all I have for you today. I hope that at least one of these caught your attention. I recommend you get all of them, but it's up to you. If you like this type of video and you would like me to make more videos where I talk about my opinions and I talk about different resources that I have, like reference books and books on art history and stuff like that, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye! Wow.